Hey, peace everybody. Welcome back to my channel. It's me, Shante Maria, just back with another quick video, just an updated work from home video. If you guys know, I do work from home. And so someone sent me a message asking me to do an updated video about Liveops because I've been with this company now going on like 4 years. So and so here it is. A quick update about Liveops. So Liveops is basically an online call center for the most part. They contract with different companies like actually they just lost the contract with AAA, but they're bringing on a lot more. Like we just got a contract with Victoria's Secret. Of course, you guys know I used to kind of contract with Allstate. As well as like y'all see these infomercials that come on TV. So if you're really good at selling, we contract with like all these crazy infomercials that you see in the middle, like it's 4 o'clock in the morning right now. So them infomercials that you will see come on TV around this time of night, they process calls for that, as well as like right now seasonal, or y'all know it's tax time. It's January 5th right now. It's January 5th, 2020. So y'all know it is tax time. And of course they have a contract with like, you know, TurboTax and things like that to process customer care calls, you know, regarding people needing help with the tax, you know, with their taxes, or just people trying to navigate the website that are like, or having hiccups or anything like that. Also just different type of insurance companies. There's just like a plethora of people that they contract with. So basically when you apply, well, I haven't had to do the application process in a very, very long time, clearly. But basically, you just go on the website, apply, upload your resume, and then you would just basically click on the opportunities that you would like, whether you want to be in sales, whether you want to be insurance, whether you want to be like roadside and things like that or whatever. But basically, everything is done from your home. And most of the people we contract with are like 24 hours a day. 24 hours. So you set your own schedule, which is amazing. So if you're like a single mom, or like anyone looking to even do this as like a side gig outside of their regular 9 to 5, and you just want to make extra money, there are definitely lines that you can. Okay, so when I say lines, like all the people that I just named, there are lines where you don't have to commit. We have like commits that much of your time too. So like with certain companies, like they will want you, if you sign up for their, you know, to take calls, and you sign the contract to take calls for that particular client, they will, it's not a set schedule. You still make your own schedule. But let's say if within that, normally they go by a month. So within that month, they may be like, okay, well, we need you to work 20 hours out of the 30 days, which is not a lot at all. You know what I mean? You can kill 20 hours in a week, and you can fulfill your contractual, you know, needs or whatever. So there are a lot of clients like that will be like, if you sign up for this program, then we need you to at least be on the phone for 20 hours out of that month. Because again, you can work whenever you want. So I mean, that's pretty easy. So even if you have a regular 9 to 5, you can come home. And honestly, if they are just asking for 20 hours a month, you can legit come home after work and just log in for an hour a day, and you can get that 20 hours in a month. But people like me, where it's like the main source of income, I'm killing that 20 hours in a week. You know what I mean? And so, and then basically they have commits. So when you work, you set your own schedule, but everything runs in a 30-minute time frame. So you have to like at least commit to 30 minutes at a time. So you can work 30 minutes, go do what you gotta do, come back and work another 30 minutes, go do what you gotta do, take the kids to school, cook dinner, cook breakfast, do your shopping, come back, oh, I'm about to log in for another 30 minutes, you know, and then within that day, you are accumulating those hours. Like, you know, it's really, really that easy. It's really that simple. Training is really simple for the most part. Training for all of our clients, most of the clients are like self-paced training. So basically you would just, but sometimes you do have to do within a certain time. Don't get me wrong. I ain't saying it's self-paced and it's going to take you a month to complete training. No, they need y'all to complete that training within a certain time so they can get you on the phone and make that money. You know what I mean? But like, training, like most of the trainings are like less than 3 hours long. So again, you can do 3 hours at that one sitting. Listen, take a test. Most of it is like you're listening, watching these videos, test your knowledge at the end, you know, basic stuff. If y'all work at call centers, it's really easy, really, really self-explanatory. So that's like the training part. What else do I want to touch in? I mean, the requirements are still pretty much the same for my last video. But if you have not watched my last video, you're just watching for an updated 2020 video. Basically, you do need a computer. Not even like a computer, like, well, yeah, it's dark over there. You can do it from like a desktop, of course. It's a lot easier. But I work from my laptop. So you can definitely work for your laptop, which is fine. Really super easy. So I could be here working right now in this space. I could be in my room over there. You just need a quiet work environment, no noise. You can't have your children talking in the background, your TV, even though my TV is right here. But yeah, when I'm working, when a call comes through, the TV is, you know, muted. Yeah, you can't have your dogs, and it has to be quiet, which is kind of self-explanatory, because this is your job, this is your work, you know. I feel like that's kind of self-explanatory. You do need a home phone, and oh my God, the craziest thing happened to me after all of these years, thanks to Comcast. Okay, so you do need a house phone, okay? You do need a landline phone, not the VoIP phone, you know, the like internet phone. You need a home landline phone, no features. So I've been working with this company for years. Never had a problem. Never had a problem with my home phone. I got the job. Before I worked with Liveops, I was working with Working Solutions, Frontline Call Center. I think it was the main two that I worked with. Another one, it was like a sketchy call center. But you know, like, I do this, okay? I do this. I'm a single mama. I do this. And but so I was pretty much already knew that, like, you know, I needed a home phone to work. No features. When I say no features, no features. They had deactivated my account. I was not fired. Could have got fired. They will fire you. They will let you go. They do check to make sure you don't have any features. So I imagine this. I'm working for years. All of a sudden, I log on to work. Okay, it's my time to work. I'm about to log in, take calls, like I always do. I'm preparing for my shift, and I go to log in, and it's just a big red message. My account has been deactivated, and then I guess I wasn't really checking my emails. Get an email. They let me know why I was deactivated, and how I can get reactivated. So I was not fired, but I was not allowed to take calls. So pretty much. And then they sent me the reason why. They sent their proof. So a call was coming through on my phone. And then, because these people are calling these 800 numbers and they're thinking they're getting a call center somewhere, they should never, ever have your direct phone number. So basically the call came through and it was like, I didn't answer because And I had to, I had to been on my shift, but because I had call waiting, which means when I'm on the phone, um, another call was coming through from my job. And because I was on the phone, I'm talking to a client already. They get the voicemail and it says, "You've reached the voicemail box of 313, blah, 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 blah." And so I'm like, oh shit. So, if you call a call center, you're like, who the hell am I calling in Detroit? Like, you know what I mean? And then imagine if I had my voicemail set up. Like, imagine if I actually was speaking on voicemail, like, "Hey, you reached Shante, what's good? Leave a message, da 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 da." They'd probably been like, "I called Life Alert. Uh, why am I reaching Lashante? Who the hell is a Lashante?" Like, and yeah, so that's the reason you cannot have these features on your phone. Um, no voicemail, no call waiting, just nothing. So when I'm on the phone, if you're on the phone, basically with the what they need the phone to be like when I'm on the phone, in case another call comes through, they would get a busy signal. They should never get like, "You've reached the voicemail box of whoever." It should always just make them not even, that call don't go through, so it can go through to the next agent. Um, so yeah, and then Comcast, whew, child, I used to work for Comcast, y'all, years ago. Years ago. I used to work for Comcast. And then because I worked with Comcast, I'm kind of privy. This is going off the work from home stuff. I'm pretty privy to how they work or whatever. So I'm calling. It took me 5 days. 5 days for them to fix the phone. And like I was so frustrated because every time I called, I mean, it's like, granted, working from home is now becoming like the new norm for a lot of people. Even with Comcast, they have work from home agents. Not with this job, but Comcast has the work from home agents. Yes. So I'm calling them and I'm like, "Look, take all the features off my home phone." They act like they didn't want to do it. So I had to keep going to higher ups and higher ups. It's like, "Oh, we did it. You're good. We, took the call waiting off." But basically what they would do, there's a way to say call waiting off while you're just on the phone for that one call. But because of my job, I need to not have call waiting ever. And that was the issue. So it was such a headache. So basically, if that happens to you, because it happened to a lot of agents that, they were getting deactivated because for some reason, I don't know, after all these years, they just they put voicemail, call, they put everything back on there. And I was like, I had never called one time and told y'all to put that crap on my phone. So I was really frustrated. But we do have like a, like kind of group where, we post our questions, our concerns, and that was happening to a lot of people. So basically, if that happens to you, or even if most people don't even have a home phone. So like, if you're working from home, this is your first work from home job, you call your cable company or whoever, "I need a home phone." 9 times out of 10, when they set it up, it's gonna have everything on it, every feature. You will get deactivated immediately because of that. So my advice to you is to just call the cable company. Just keep asking for tier 2 supervisors. That's the people that can go in and remove those things from the packages. So don't just ask for a regular supervisor. A regular supervisor is not gonna do it. They're gonna like, "Yeah, I got it off. You good? You not good." So just keep calling and asking and speak to like tier 2. So literally when they transfer you, "Let me speak to your supervisor." Speak to that supervisor. "Let me speak to your supervisor." Let me speak to, just keep going higher up and higher up. It took me 5 days of straight calling, being on the phone for hours at a time. Luckily I had time. Luckily I had time. But yeah, I missed out on a lot of money. Like I missed out like on a week of work. I mean, but not, This is why you don't keep all your eggs in one basket. Also, just a tip. Never keep all your eggs in one basket. Meaning, because you're an independent contractor, you only make money when you're on the phone. You only make money when you're working. I have multiple um, independent contracting jobs. You know, I have multiple jobs where that I couldn't work because the phones was on the fritz or whatever. So I had other opportunities where I'm like, okay, well, I'm about to go do this, which a lot of us that have been working from home for years, that's what you got to do. So if something falls through with this job, you have this job to go to because you still have a family to provide for. You still got bills that need to be paid. So don't ever get a independent contracting job and just be like, okay, because the money is rolling in, you're working. Honestly, I can't even say just being an independent contractor in life. In life, never have one source of income. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in just having one source of income. Sorry. Um, that's me. I mean, because it's a whole nother video. Anyway, never keep all your eggs in one basket. Don't do it. And so yeah, with that, if that ever happens to you, just keep asking for supervisors after supervisors after supervisors. Now let's get into the pay. Part of the nitty gritty of what y'all really want to know. I wanted this to be a quick video and it's already almost 17 minutes. They are implementing weekly pay, which would be so much better because right now we are paid on the 1st and the 16th of every month. So basically, like longer than kind of every 2 weeks, honestly. The 1st and the 16th of every month. If the 1st or 16th falls on a weekend or a holiday, that's pushed back to, you know, that's pushed back to the next business day. We're not paid like on a Friday, like most jobs, every other Friday or whatever. But now they are implementing weekly pay coming. It has not started yet, but they are working to do weekly pay in the future. And I am so excited about that. So excited about that. Okay. Because with all my other jobs, they're, you know, weekly pay. So that would just be so amazing. So man, I'm so happy that, you know, they're listening to like our feedback. So if you're looking to join in the future, that's one thing you have to look forward to. So they don't know whether it's going to be falling out of Q1, Q2, Q3, or Q4, but they did say it's definitely going to happen in 2020. So it's going to happen this year. So that's something that like I'm extremely optimistic about and happy to hear. Also, let's get into the pay because this is a job where you had to, it's a metric based job, meaning keep your metrics high. The best you do in taking these calls, because they are monitored, they you do get feedback. Just with any job, you know what I mean? They're not gonna have you hop on the phone and just do a trash ass job. Somebody call you, yeah, can I get a brochure? Yeah, whatever, da 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 da. Yeah, okay, what's your name, girl? You know, no. Do the best that you can and follow the rules so that your metrics, you know, stay at a good percentage. And I say that because okay, and then also with the commits, like I said, you schedule yourself for 30 minutes at a time, right? You have to at least be on the phone within that 30 minute. You are allowed to like log in late or log out early, but you can't miss more than like 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes of that shift. So within that 30 minutes, you have to be on the phone most of that time, like actively log in. Because what happens is if you committed to yourself, you're telling Liveops that, yeah, I'm a work from, and the way they do it, it starts at the 10 and 40 of every hour. That's how they do it. So you log in at 4:10. That's from 4:10 to 4:40. Then that shift starts at 4:40 to 5:10, like 30 minutes at a time. But don't ask me why they do it at that time. That's just how they do it. So yeah, so just keep that in mind. Make sure you stay logged into work. Also, with that being stated, you will get logged off for missing a call. So if you're logged in, call come through, you went to the bathroom, it could have been slow, you went to the bathroom, whatever, they will log you out. And if you didn't realize you were logged out, your percentage is getting lower and lower. You know what I mean? So if that makes sense, I feel like if you start working, it'll make sense to you. Like, you know what I'm talking about. So if your commit percentage is low, they're not going to route calls to you, which means you could be sitting for 30 minutes not getting out one call, which means you sat for 30 minutes and you make $0 because we get paid per talk minute. You don't get paid just because, oh, I said I was going to work from 4 to 5, so I'm going to make an hourly pay. It doesn't work like that. So basically it can be extremely busy. It can be back to back calls. My metrics are pretty high right now, and I just do an HR line. I just do a general line, honestly. And so basically the lowest paid line that I've seen pays you 20 cents per talk minute. So if you do the math on that, if your metrics are high and you keep them high, you're making $12 an hour and for that line. Other lines can go, it's been 18 cents a minute, 25 cents a minute. You can make $15 an hour, $17 an hour. It just depends on which line you certify for, which line you qualify for. So when you applied, did you just go for like a sales position like Victoria's Secret? Or it's a couple sales positions. Like I said, the infomercials and stuff like that, they pay about $15 an hour. TurboTax and things like that pay a lot more than that an hour but they're seasonal again, so keep that in mind. Like the tax software and stuff are seasonal, but they are bringing on more. They're bringing on a new client. It's like an energy client that's coming in. It's just a lot of different clients. So it's still similar if you are familiar with other work from home companies. You know, like it'll be this big name like Working Solutions or Frontline Call Center or Concentrix or whatever, and that's the name of the company. But within that company, they contract with a lot of different companies like Pizza Hut, Life Alert, Colonial Penn, things like that. So, you know, it would just be this main call center, but they contract with a lot of different people that need, these, calls fulfilled. So basically that's the gist of it. And so again, it is a pay per minute. Keep your metrics high, you're going to make that money. Keep your metrics high, you're going to make that $12 an hour, $15 an hour, $17 an hour if you do what you're supposed to do. Don't slack off. Working from home, honestly, is just not for everybody. Working from home takes a lot of discipline, because it's been times like I've been in it for a few years, but it has been times where, especially in the summertime, you sitting at the crib, you probably got the door open, you got the breezes coming through, like, I want to go out, I don't want to work, and then you looked up and you check only $10 because you didn't work. There's not a supervisor breathing over your neck like, yeah, log in. And there's no overtime, by the way. No overtime. So, but there's nobody breathing up over your neck like, log in to work. When you don't show up, you're going to get fired. No, if you don't show up for work and you don't show up for your shift, basically it's just going to impact your money. You're not going to get fired, but it's going to impact your money. I mean, we do sign contracts, so you do need to adhere to your contracts, but you don't get fired for missing like a shift and your like percentages drop because of that. You'll get fired for like hanging up on people. If you're like on sales, and of course we're dealing with people's credit information, credit cards and stuff like that. Of course, you'll get fired for doing something real sketchy with that. Basic shit. Be a good individual. They do a background check. So you do have to pay for your background check out of pocket, which is like $30 some. But yeah, so there is kind of fees associated with getting started. Sometimes they have opportunities for you to sign up and they will waive the background costs. But when I started, I definitely had to pay that out of pocket. I, had to get the headset out of pocket. But there are work from home jobs that will, Concentrix had a program where they would pay if you didn't have the equipment at your home. They contract with Apple, and I didn't have an Apple computer, and I ended up not working for them though because they needed me to work like a set shift, and I couldn't do that. But they were going to send me an Apple computer. So there are companies that will get you set up. Like once you get the job, there are companies that will set you up with the tools that you need. So that's great. Keep that in mind. Just do your research. You can legit make money from the crib. You can legit make money from your living room. You can legit make money from your bedroom. Like wherever your office is going to be at, you can make legitimate money. I've been making it work. Again, I do have other side gigs, and I will do that. Actually, we'll do an updated video on Ship because that's like my main side gig. So I will do an updated video on that. My last video was just like, oh, it was like just me starting. So now I've been working for Ships for about 6 months. So I'm going to do an updated video on that as well to let you guys know if that's worth it, if it's worth the hype. And how that pay is looking. And that one is not from home. That one is, the grocery delivery. So you definitely have to have your own vehicle. It's still a phenomenal job if you cannot do the regular 9 to 5. So anyways, I'm done rambling. This video was like almost 30 minutes long, but I hope you found this very informative. Let me know if you have any questions below. I will definitely answer any questions you may have. Let me know if you want me to do any updated videos on other work from home opportunities. I just got an email. Working Solutions are actively hiring right now. I haven't worked with them in a couple of years, but I did get an email from them today. Also, it's another work from home job called Semperflex. So I will do a video on that as well. There are so many opportunities, you guys. So many opportunities. Some of them you don't even need a house phone. Some of them you don't need a computer. Some of them you can do from your phone. Okay, so I will definitely be back with more videos, more up-to-date, current, legit videos. I'm never going to give you a video of something that I haven't done myself. There are videos of people that will post work from home videos and they ain't never even applied. Like, no, I will give you work from home advice from jobs that I have either did in the past, currently doing, or you know what I mean? So like you're getting the real in-depth, raw information from someone that's actively doing it, okay? So don't forget to hit subscribe to keep up with these videos, and I will see you guys on the next one. Peace.